Hello, everybody. What's up? Let me switch back to comments here. Yeah, because apparently I can't run YouTube sometimes when I'm streaming by myself. So, hello, everybody. I saw Andrew in here earlier. I'm glad he's safe. And hello, Smoochie and Nightmare. Good to see you guys. I hope you're still hanging around. Vixen Doe. Hey, Miss Bacon. Junior Bacon. Blue Crossroads. Hello, sir. You got to go to bed. You got to go to bed. You got to have your rest, man. I get it. Nicole, how's everybody doing? We're going to look at this video here in a little bit that happened to me last night. So, and I thought it was my mother, but I don't think it was. But whatever it is, did leave. I didn't feel scared. In fact, I was in a really good mood afterwards. So let's just hope it was something positive. Usually nothing happened to me. Usually if something's around, it's either my mom or a relative or a friend I know that had passed. I don't allow too much around me because of what I see. So not too much actually is in my space, as one might say. So I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm still hearing fireworks every so often. I hope everybody's having a safe night. So, all said and done, I hope everybody is good. And as the crowd trickles in, all right, Andrew, man, hit a deer today, or this morning or sometime. I feel bad for him. Lucky he didn't get hurt and didn't do as much damage as I would expect. So he's doing okay from what I understand. He's starting to get back to normal because it is scary. Especially when you're cruising 65 down a hill and all of a sudden it jumps out in front of you. Seen that happen too many times. I got a little bit of a lag going. Oh, there we go. I'm going to check some things while we're waiting for people to come in. Make sure we're all good. I am being heard, right? Everybody can hear me and I'm doing good. Now you got to check to make sure because I'm not used to being on here by myself. Well, I am, but I am not. You know, there are times I have to check. Since I have a bad habit of hitting mute. So I'm just waiting for all the people to show up. Now remember, I don't have YouTube on at the moment because it seemed to make me lag. As soon as I turned it off, it started going really good. So I'm just going to leave YouTube off and use the StreamYard chat. Unfortunately, it is a little behind, so bear with me. Got anything to say, say it. Remember to hit the like, and I don't know how many people we got watching. 7 people watching, so that's cool. Wait till we get a few more in. And I got the video all queued up and ready to go right here beside me. Hopefully I don't have any problems. Hey, Long Island, Bigfoot, what's up? How you doing, sir? Hope you're having a good night. I am just chilling at the moment. That's what tonight's all about. And then tomorrow night, we'll do what we did last week and see how it goes. And we'll progress from there. I'm hanging in there too. I didn't hear good night from Miss Gemma. So Miss Gemma, if you're watching, I know she was on her way to her mom, so for the weekend and doctor's on Monday, so I'm sure I'll hear from her sometime. I'm going to take my glasses off. You don't want to look at me anyway, so I'm not offended by that. Take your glasses off, relax. But yeah, last night was weird. All night I'd been hearing stuff, so in the room while we were streaming. At first I thought it was Dad and Giles out in the hallway, but I don't think it was. I should have took pictures after the stream, but I didn't because I didn't feel bad. I was really kind of chilled afterwards. In fact, I knew something was with me. Howdy, Roger. How you doing? I hope you're good. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the crowd to come in. We'll check it out. I'm sure Lotus, I hope, if she's feeling good enough, will pop in while she has her smoke break. Was just watching a ghost hunting live stream. Noise started running like a faucet. Yeah, my nose has been doing the same. Other people watching were feeling sick. One of the people on the investigation told the spirits to stop making them. Yeah, it's possible. And I don't feel bad. Like I said, whatever happened last night was pretty rare for me. Like I said, usually if there's something with me, it's either mom checking on dad or a friend of mine that passed a while back ago. I had a couple of them pass, so it could have been any one of them. But they even know that I don't do that. You're not welcome. I hope you're moved on. I mean, every so often I get somebody, but it's really rare. And last night, I'm pretty sure Dad's been having. Dad's, he's 90 years old. He has his bad days. He was kind of feeling kind of rough. He's been kind of feeling rough. So I assumed it was Mom. But after streaming, I got to sitting in the room by myself. I realized I didn't feel scared. In fact, I was in a great mood after, even better mood after it happened. And the night was kind of tame and quiet. And every so often, it sounded like something was around my closet door. I could hear it move. And I asked it to leave, and I haven't heard or seen anything since. So I took a little bit of took a little smudging to the closet just to make sure it kind of smelled kind of weird. And been good all night. I'm glad everybody's slowly coming in. Up to 8. That's great. I'm surprised I get anybody. I guess I get pretty good views after too. So that's pretty amazing. I didn't think I was that exciting. Now Saturday wasn't too bad. It was a good way to pass the night. And then I ended up doing a impromptu weather. That was fun. So I hope it was good. As you can see, I'm just kind of filling in time. I do hope that Gemma had a safe trip home over to Mom's. I hope everybody's good. I keep saying that because I really feel that way. Stalling. Kind of get the group. I'm not a rambling person like some people are. Well, I can be, but your nose stopped running. Stopped running. Where'd it go? Did it come back? Bad joke, honey. See, we'll be careful. I've watched live streams fixing, and sometimes I've looked at pictures. I'm one of those people sometimes that see stuff. And I'll even see a video. Like I'll be watching somebody's video. I like to watch a lot of small channels and stuff. And I ghost a lot. And sometimes I'll just be watching a video and see stuff in the background. I'm like, I wonder if they knew what they were recording. And I don't know if anybody else sees it. But yeah, I see stuff in other people's streams all the time. All the time. It's no different than walking along the street or going to the store. If I had it my way, I'd stay inside. But I'm glad I go out. Despite what I see and can't stand seeing some days. You got to be out there. You can't be closed up. Get out there and see the world no matter what it is. We'll be careful. Yeah, we'll smudge beforehand. Last night I just felt I had to. It did, like I said, it didn't feel bad. It didn't feel bad at all, but things can fool you. But I was in a great mood right after it happened. I knew it was going to happen because I knew something was with me. I knew it. And I thought for sure it was Mom, but I don't think it was. AK Willie's firing up the grill again. Let's see, AK, I don't know what time it is there, but here it's a little after midnight. What time is it exactly? 12:09. So we're 9 minutes in or so. I'm just hoping everybody's doing good. I hope everybody comes in. I hope everybody that's not here are having a good night. And those who are just watching, please feel free to just sit back and relax. You don't have to say a thing. Just make sure you leave a comment, good or bad. A like, good or bad. Prefer a like. Pretzel bun sliders. That's not fair. Actually, I'm not hungry, so you can talk food tonight. It wouldn't bother me. I had New York pizza earlier. New York style pizza. I'm really from New York. But yeah, I'm kind of pausing here. Kind of watching chat fill up. We're doing good though. We go up to about 7 and drop back from 6. Yeah, I'm not very entertaining. And I know SRR is streaming right now. I don't know anybody else. Who else is? But that's all right. We're just here to chill out anyways. Come and go as you please. Remember, super chat, stickers, mine and Gemma's both are on the Tinker for CashApp and Venmo and PayPal. That does help stream. And right now she could use the help with streams and stuff. So please, if you can, give. We'd appreciate it. Other than that, let's hang. I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. I always like to give it a half hour to fill up, kind of make the time worth it. So, and my chat is really far behind. I'm going to try YouTube again and see what happens. Got myself on. Seems to be okay so far. We'll see what happens. But other than that, does anything other than Andrew, does anybody else have anything exciting? And Andrew, if you're listening, I'm glad you're okay, dude. I can't say it enough. Seen too many bad things come from hitting deer. Well, hello, and how you doing, dear? Now I got YouTube up, and she's just now popping up in StreamYard. That shows you how much of lag. Yeah, it's kind of stuff here. I think we're having air conditioner problems. We noticed that there's cool air coming out, but not a whole lot. Gemma is not with me tonight. Gemma's not with me tonight, New England. Hello. They're going through some serious stuff. Good luck trying to get a hold of her this weekend. She's with her mom. So you could probably try to reach out, but don't expect her to answer back right away. In fact, I haven't even heard goodnight from her, so I'm sure she had a late start or something, which is fine. You're in a spiritual world where the upstairs. Forgive me. That's Gemma's field. I'd rather, since you've been talking to her, I'd rather you keep talking to her. I can relay a message. It's all I can tell you, New England. I don't want to intrude on what she's told you. In fact, she just said hello. Hold on 1 second. She must be listening. One second here. Give me 1 second, folks. I can't type. Yep. Hey, New England, what I can do is I'll have her. I'm not going to have her bug you tonight because she just got there. But I will contact her tomorrow, sir, and I will let her know to have her reach out to you, okay? Because, you guys have been talking. I don't intrude in that stuff. So I'll have her reach out to you, okay? That I will. That's no problem, sir. You're all good. I don't mind. I'm in a weird way. I'm kind of her secretary, so I'm the dragon secretary. I don't even mind the keeper of the list and the guardian of the gemstone, sorry. But I'm also dragon, the secretary. So yeah, I'll make sure she gets it. I'll make sure I let her know. It'll probably be sometime tomorrow afternoon, okay? And I'll let her know to reach out to you. Is that good with you, man? Give me a thumbs up if it is. That is, I get it, I bet, buddy. If you stick around and watch the video, I'm going to show. I don't know if you saw what happened last night, But I had an interesting interaction last night too. So, and it's a pretty amazing because I don't think Laura realized that I could see the shadow pass in front of my face. Well, are you talking to her? Are you talking to her now? I don't think you're talking to her now, but if you haven't talked to her, I will let her know. I believe you, dude. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. Okay. It's just that she's the one that's been working with you, and I'd rather keep it that way. And like I said, if you haven't talked to her, I'm having drag. See, yeah, I'm going to have to turn off YouTube. I'll have, as soon as if you haven't talked to her today or tonight, I will contact her and let her know tomorrow. Like I said, she just walked in at her mom's. And I know you saw the shadow, and I got it. I got it. I got the video right here beside my thing. I'm going to play it. I got it all set up and ready to go. I'm going to do it in slow-mo too. I should let the voice go with the slow-mo. It's hilarious. Especially with Gemma. But yes, I'm sure. I know Lotus saw it. Oh, excuse me a minute. A little belch there. A little bit of pizza. But yeah, I know a lot of people went back and watched it. I don't know if Gemma, she didn't say last night and today that she went back and watched it. But it's pretty clear. I mean, you can't miss it. At first, I thought when I went back and watched it, I had just lit a cigarette. I thought it was shadow from cigarette smoke. But I didn't have no lights on. So all I had was the camera. So, and then the light behind me. But that wouldn't have caused a shadow. So when you see it, you're going to see it because I watched it pass. I didn't want to say anything because I literally watched it pass right in front of my face. In fact, you watch my camera gets dark. And then it goes away. Hangs out for a bit, then it goes away. So yeah, it kind of caught me off guard too. Like I said, I honestly thought it was my mother, but I don't think it was my mother. It was a black shadow. Oh, you'll see it. It's obvious. It's not like total black, but it's obvious. It's very obvious. Yeah, I'll show it here in a minute. I was waiting for some more people to come in. We're up to 8. I like to wait until at least 12:30 if we can. We're almost there. About another 10 minutes or so. Give everybody time to come in, and I'll show the video, and I'll slow it down. You watch it come off the wall, and it comes down and swoops down right in front of my face. You see the camera get a little dark, and then it's gone. Yeah, it was very obvious. And I saw it, pass in front of my face. I was watching it on the camera, and I was watching it in real time. Like I said, I thought it was my mother, but it wasn't. It was pretty funny because if you watch the video, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder and stuff. I thought it was my pop and Giles out in the hallway. Well, I know he gets up and stuff. So I figured it was them. But a couple of times it felt like something was leaning, somebody kind of like me rocking against the door. And then it stopped for a while. And then I could hear noises behind me every so often. I just assumed it was, bathroom is literally on the other side of the wall behind me. So I figured it was somebody in the bathroom. But after it passed and we went off for the night, I was in a great mood. I'm not gonna lie. I was even in a better mood. If you watch after it happened, I got a big old smile. I knew I'd go out because I thought it was mom, but I don't think it was mom. Whatever it was, it made me feel very happy. So whatever it was, but it made noises around my closet when I was laying because I didn't even watch anything afterwards. I just kind of chilled out. I was just in such a great mood and so relaxed that I laid on the bed and was just listening to music. And I could hear something by my closet. Well, this morning, while I was up by the closet. So I just listened to it all night. And then this morning, when I got to moving, because I don't really sleep, and I opened the closet and kind of looked around the closet. And Yeah, it came up from behind me and goes right in front of my face. And if you watch, it comes down the wall. You'll see it. Anyways, so when I got up, I opened the closet door because that's where all the noises were coming from. And the closet kind of smelled funny. But it didn't smell bad. It just smelled funny. Like funny. It didn't smell right. So I left the door open, burned some incense. Then I smudged it. And then whatever. And then I opened my door, my bedroom door, and the front door. I said, well, whoever's here, whatever's here, I appreciate the good vibes, but you got to go. And you need to leave now. And I smudged again. And I never heard a noise or nothing the rest of the day. In fact, it feels very clean in here. In fact, it feels cleaner than it has in a while. Because I had to actually smudge and stuff after the workers left. Before we moved back in, I came in and saged the whole house and everything. So, and then, like I said, something like that. If it's not Mom or one of my past friends, because I'm very particular about what comes around me, especially in my space. Actually, I have the house salted all the way around after I smudged. So whoever came in here had to have been of goodness, because I am very protective. And like I said, it's very rare for me to actually see something like that around me out of the blue, unless, like I said, it's my mom or something in the house. If that makes sense. I see enough out there. I don't want to bring it home. I don't want to see it at home, even when it's good. And, even Mom, when I know it's Mom, I've told her, check on Dad, do your thing, because she scares him sometimes. One night he woke up freaking out because there was somebody standing at the foot of the bed. As soon as I walked in, I knew who it was. As soon as I said it was time to go, it left. She left. So, because he believes in UFOs, but he doesn't believe in ghosts. So how was it? Yeah, I'm going to show it here in a little bit. I'm watching the time. Here in about 7 minutes or so, I'll show it. Yeah, I got it all queued up and ready to go. So how everybody else doing? I hope you're having a good night, Anna. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping Lotus pops in when I show it. I'm kind of hoping if Laura's still moving around or pops in, she gets to see it too. Because she saw it right off rip. And I'm really surprised that Gemma didn't see it. Because I know Laura saw it right off rip. I mean, it was obvious. I know you saw it. I know Lotus went back to watch it right there during the stream. So, yeah, it was kind of interesting. And it's happened before, so I don't think the last time it happened was during a Wednesday night stream. Now, I'm not talking about the time that all the freakiness happened, but I've sat here and watching myself, seeing stuff moving around in the background. Yeah, you both saw. Well, I thought Lotus. Who went back and watched it? Didn't somebody go back and watch it? I know Lotus said she did, or she went back and watched it again. Is that what she did? Or I know somebody went back and watched it. I got the stream right here. I'll see it when I go run the stream. I should full page it too, because I got chat going at the same time. Here we go. Let me do this. There we go. That way when I show it, it will show. That's what, I don't think you guys weren't the only one. I had a couple texts afterwards. What was that? Because I have friends that watch when I'm on. They just don't talk. Sometimes they watch replay. I had to make sure of what I saw, so I went back and checked it out. Yeah, I went back. I didn't go back that last night, but this morning I went back after I did everything and knew I was clean and clear. Because whatever it was, it didn't make. In fact, it made me. I was like chill. I was a little distracted during the stream because I was hearing noises, and I thought, no, I've been worried about my dad, my pop, and just stressed out about all this fire stuff. And we're still not quite done with everything, and so I am a little concerned about him. Yep, I just lit up a cig. That's why I thought maybe it was cigarette smoke when I went back and watched it the first time. But I watched it like 6 times. I mean, I had it in. I put it as slow as you could get it on YouTube. And it's obvious. I mean, even without it being. in slow-mo. It's real obvious, but in slow motion, you really get to see where it comes from. Yeah, see, and that's why I had to check it a couple times. I just wanted to make sure because I did have a light on behind me, but I didn't have no. At first, I thought, well, maybe I had some incense burning because sometimes I burn incense over behind me, and I'll see a shadow if it's real thick. The smoke's real thick. I'll see a shadow on my wall over here if that light's on behind me. But nope. What were we talking about when it happened? We were talking at the moment. I think Laura was talking. I had just talked about the Fringe in chat because I was rewatching Fringe, and Gemma said something to Blue Crossroads about she liked the seasons, but like me, she doesn't like the last season. It kind of sucked. It kind of crapped out on it. But it was, I loved the show. I had a great idea. Anyways, and I was talking to Paranormal Highway, but I think Laura was talking at the moment. Hey, don't bring it. New England, really, you need if you got that big of a problem, you really need to go take a ride and clean your mind. If that's what you're seeing, then you need to go. And because I'm not going to bug her, dude. She's been in the car for 2 hours, and she just got there with little man. I'm sure she's tired as hell. Pardon my mouth. But I will reach out to her first thing in the morning and tell her to get a hold of you. And what you need to do is if you got anything to clean your apartment with, start cleaning and praying. I'm serious. If you're a man of God, you better start praying because it's time to pray. If you're in that kind of a warfare, the only person who can help you now is God. And that's honestly how I feel. Oh, so you are talking to her right now. Okay, good. Still, cool breeze. Dude, see, here's the thing, New England. I have to be there before I can do any good. I can probably see it happening, and I probably can keep, but I can't help you from this distance. Like I said, just keep talking to Gemma, and hopefully you'll get through this. Pray and smudge, see? Yeah, there you go. And that's the best suggestion you can get right now. If you've got anything, if you got salt, if you're a baptized Christian, you can bless your own stuff. There's blessings in the book in the Bible you can use to bless your own stuff. And it's only if you've been baptized. And even then, just the good faith. If you're a God-fearing man, seriously, start smudging and start praying. If it is really that bad. I had a priest tell me, if you've been baptized and you use the blessings in the Bible and use your heart, you can actually make your own holy water. You don't need to go and get it. You can do your own if you're a truly baptized Christian. There you go. And that's a good start. You don't have any sage? If you got sage, I'd burn it. But, I can only give that kind of advice. I allow Gemma to deal with that stuff. And she's the one that's been working with you. She knows what's going on than I do. She has more of that type of contact that I don't have. That's the difference between me and her. So just keep talking to her. If you're actually still talking to her right now, if you need to, I would stage now. I'm serious, dude. Don't. What time is it there? Yep, there you go. And you couldn't have said it any better. If you the faith of the size of a mustard seed, prayer works. And I'm living prayer of that. Living prayer of that. I'm living proof of that. Because yeah, I did a lot of praying when I was dealing with that demon, and it seemed to do the job because they kept it away from me. Even before all the crap hit the fan, I was seeing stuff around that apartment complex that was not good. That apartment complex had a bad rep for years. Plus, it was right next to the cemetery, which was the one I had to deal with growing up, which really wasn't that bad. For a kid that lived three houses away from the cemetery, I could literally look at. I'm in the bedroom I grew up in. I could literally look out the window, look past the last two houses, and I'm looking right into the cemetery. Our backyards are pretty clear. There's not a bunch. There's trees, but not a bunch toward the cemetery where we're at. I'll have to take a picture from my window one day and show it. I see stuff as a kid and stuff, and still do. But it's amazing, you know. I got people I keep wanting to ask neighbors who have the doorbell cameras if they've ever caught anything. I know one neighbor I've seen the footage. He actually, I think, caught John, the old caretaker, walking his bike one night, coming down the street. And I've seen him. Yep, say he's a whole house and do it now. If you're having that much problems in New England, you should be doing it right now and praying hard. I mean, I can't put it any other way. I can tell you to do it. It's just a matter of you doing it. You got to do it. That's up to you. That's the best we can do is tell you to do it. And if you do or don't, that's on. That's you. I'm not just going to say that's on you because that sounds pretty mean, but you know what I'm saying. That's your decision. But I wish you luck, and I'm glad you're talking to Gemma. That's good. Like I said, she's better at that stuff than I am. I'm more that I got to be there. That's why I'm kind of hoping when I go somewhere here pretty soon, I can help fix a problem I know somebody's having. At least give them some peace. I should have the last time I was there, but I really didn't get the opportunity. But it didn't bother anybody while I was there but one night. I'm trying to reach out. Everybody said nothing's changed. Okay. So what time we got here? I'm going to show the video here in a minute. It's 12:33. We've got 10 people in. You want to see this, folks? Let me get up here. Okay, we're going to do this. Share screen. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, that's live. Share. Okay, and then I'm going to do this like I did last time. There we go. Everybody cool with that? I'm going to leave the sound off. And let me do this. Let me go full screen. I'm going to slow it down. Let's see. Let's go as slow as possible. And then let me get to exactly where it went down. We should be just about there. Right after I lit the cigarette. Right there. Okay, you ready, folks? You ready for this? Let it load. I'm getting a little bit of buffering as it catches up. Let's do this. Now it's going to be really slow. Okay. You should hear this in slow motion. It's hilarious. And I'm lighting up my smoke. We're talking. I can't remember what exactly they were talking about at the moment. I wish I could make this bigger again. Okay. You see my smoke go up from my cigarette. And it's going to come right in here. If everybody can see that okay. It's going to come right up in here. Here it comes. And there it goes. Shall we stop it? Try it one more time. I'll try to pause it. I have to let it, upper back. Okay, we're going to do it again. See if I can pause it as soon as it pops down the wall. I like my smoke. It happens right after my smoke goes up. Okay, my smoke goes up. I puff. And I blow up my smoke. There goes the smoke. That's why at first I thought it was a shadow. Now, I'm going to pause it. Watch this right here. This box right there. That is actually a Batman cars from one of the Batman movies. Okay. Now watch right there. Okay. See how it's starting to darken up? Okay. Right about there. You start seeing it get darker. Darker. There it is right there. You see it? Does everybody see right here? How dark it is right here? And then it moves. And right there, it's in front of me. I've got it stopped right there in front of me. And then there, see it? You see it right beside my head? I'm kind of dazed there. I love my face. But, and then it's gone. And then you see it go off. What do you think, folks? See, it didn't bother me. And then if you watch, I'm going to leave it in slow motion here for a second. You see, watch Laura's face. Now it starts to sink in that she just now saw something. See how her face changes and she tilts her head? See how she's tilting her head like, okay, did I just see that? Now she's going to bring it up. And see, did you see how I got bright again? Now let's go back. Because it stayed in front of me for a little bit. It looks like it goes off, but it actually stays in front of me. Watch. Let's go back. See if I got this right. Did I go back too far? Yeah, I went back. I didn't go back far enough. But watch. Am I lighting up the smoke? Where am I at? No, I'm going to start all over again here. Okay, I'm moving around. Let's get back to where I was. Lit up the cigarette here. Trying to get it all back here. Perfect. Okay, there's the cigarette. Now, we're going to do this real slow as much as I can. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch my smoke go up. That's my smoke. And then everything kind of chills. I was kind of hot too. Like I said, I think we're having air conditioner problems. Okay, right there it is. Right now it's right in here. And then you see it come up right there in my face. And then you see it right there. But if you notice, my camera's kind of dark. Okay, see how right there. See how my camera got dark? Now watch. As soon as she starts to realize she sees something, now watch what happens. See how it's starting to lighten up? And then when she really notices it, I all of a sudden get bright again. Now watch, and then my screen kind of brightens up. As soon as she sees it. See how all of a sudden, now that's also me clicking off because I had saw it and I clicked. So that's also me with the screen, with just having a white screen on there. But I do it a couple of times, but you really notice how dark it is when I flip on the screen, and it brightens me up even more. So that told me right there that it was still kind of hanging out in this corner here, watching the camera. But yeah, that was probably the bluntest time that it wasn't. I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure it wasn't my mom. But whatever it was very calming. It made me feel really good. I even went and checked on Dad after the stream to make sure it wasn't something like that. But yeah, I watched it. What do I think? I think it was my lady in the light. I honestly think it was my lady in the light. I really do. Because of the way that it went down and the way I felt afterwards, because I felt a lot like I do when I get done seeing her. And that's usually either when I'm astral projecting or lucid dreaming. And I'm pretty sure it was her. And that's the first time I've ever seen her show herself like that. Yes, she was a shadow. You got to understand, folks, not everything you see in shadow is bad. But you got to assume it's bad because things can play you. You got to always remember. That's why people see little girls or little kids, because they know that people give in to them easier, especially when they're in distress. But that's not always the case. You just got to know how to feel it out. And like I said, afterwards, I didn't feel it. Like I said, the only thing that bothered me was the next morning my closet, because it was hanging. I know it was hanging around in the corner of my room, which is over here. Is in the corner of my room where my closet's at. And I kept hearing noises around the closet. When I opened it, it's kind of smelled funny. That's why I made sure I smudged it right off rip. And when I asked it to leave, it left. It usually, and like I said, that's really rare. And the way this showed itself made it apparent that it wanted me to know it was there, and other people that it was there. And like I said, the way I felt afterwards was just like it was when I call her my lady in light. I know it's an angelic being. I know that it's brought in, I don't know, ancestral relatives or whatever, but there are now 2 other entities that show up with her that tell me things, especially about me. When I have these lucid dreams or astral project. But I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm playing it over again. I mean, those who are just watching and not, talking, so this really did happen. And I don't know if Gemma rewatched this or not. I hope she watches this stream tonight. I know she was tired, but I mean, I hope she goes back and watches it, because like I said, you see that smoke go up, and you'll see right in here. It does right there. Here it comes across, and I paused it. Comes right there. You can really see it right here. I'm zooming in on my iPad. And then when you see it fly off here, I don't think it necessarily leaves, because like I said, when I turn off YouTube chat and it was just a white screen and you see me brighten up, I'm a lot brighter than I usually would be. So that means to tell me that there was still something in that area right there. But like I said, I felt real calm, man. Like I said, I didn't even watch anything afterwards. I checked on Dad. I kind of paced around the house to kind of get a feel of things. I felt really good. So instead of watching TV, I just kind of put some music on and sat back and relaxed. Oh, you want to see this, Ralph? Here we go. We'll go back. I want you to watch this, Ralph. I love this, because this is pretty obvious. I mean, this is like something you would see in one of those top 10 videos. I mean, she is blunt here, and I'm pretty sure that's who it was the lady in the light. I got it in slow mode. Creeping up behind my dog. Okay. How far did I go back too far? Yes, I did. Because it's about 46 in. Because it's right after I light the cigarette. We're pretty much after I. Actually, it's not that dark. I mean, when it passes by me, right, I got there yet. Yeah, it was what? 4:23, so it's coming up. 46:23. So those that want to go look at it, it is 46:23 is when it actually starts, about the time it starts coming down the wall. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious. And like I said, I felt so calm. Even when I checked the house after we got off, and I checked that and kind of walked around, here it comes, right? You can see a whole side there gets dark, even before I light my cigarette. And then, like, it's just hanging out there. And then it gets even darker when it comes. Because it cracks me up. Because if you, like I said, you watch Laura's face, she's like, oh, what was that? Gemma was totally oblivious. See, because you see my smoke come up. That's why I kept thinking it was my smoke, but my smoke wouldn't have caused the shadow like that. There's no way. No way. And I'm sitting here. It comes right there. Right there it is. It's right in here. You can see in front of the. So what do you guys think? You've heard my opinion. And then it's gone. And then you see my shirt kind of darken up. Like it comes around and kind of hangs out in here. But I'm also playing, like I said, I'm flipping screens around. Because when I'm streaming with Gemma and Laura, or just me and Gemma, I'm constantly watching the feeds, making sure everything's going smooth. I'm looking at stuff to make sure everything's cool. But we'll see, to watch it, this is what I love right here. There's where it starts. I'm at right now where it starts, pretty much. And just watch Laura's face. You guys already seen it. It doesn't go behind me, though. It looks like it goes behind me, but it doesn't. It goes up and around, and I think it comes back down. Like I said, I think it hangs out kind of in here for a little bit. See, this is my cue right here. When you see that smoke go up, you know it's about ready to happen. And then here it comes. There it is right here. It's right in front of me. And then it goes up. And then if you watch my shirt, well, that's me flipping the screen. But believe me, it's right there. And then watch her face. Hi, Brother Grimm. How are you? Hold on 1 second. I'll show you. Now watch her face. What did I just see? She was shocked. She was totally shocked at what she just saw. And then Jim was like, oh, no, it's not me again. What do you mean? What? I just saw something pass in front of Steve. See? Now, here's what we were looking at, Brother Grimm. I like that name, dude. Girl, whatever you are. I'm sure you guy. I don't know. I saw if I misgendered you. We'll go back. I don't mind showing this because it is pretty wild. Because this is the most she's ever showed of herself. Now, like I said, I honestly thought it was my mom, but it wasn't. It was. I'm pretty sure it was the lady in the light. I put money on it. It's about right in here. Okay, this is when I let my smoke. I always have a hard time. Okay, here we go. There it is, right there. Go back a little bit again. I do that every time. I'm trying to watch it. I want to get it close. My hands shake, so it's hard to stop right on the nose. One band name, okay. Now, smoke goes up, and it's pretty obvious when it comes down here. Not sure, but I think it comes down here. I don't think it comes up. See, it comes down and it passes right in front of me there. So what do you folks think? Can I play that in real time? Yeah, sure, I can do that. Hold on. Sure, I can do that. Let me get it back to the smoke. Hold on. And here we go in real time. Smoke goes up. Here it comes. Boom. Fade. And watch Laura's face. If you want me to, I can turn on the sound. Yeah, let's do it with the sound, okay? That way you can hear what she was talking about. So I can't get a copy strike from a channel I'm already on. So here we go. Wait, hold on. Let me give her a sound. I don't want to turn it up too loud. Take it back. Are we there? Let me take it back to the beginning. Go as close to as possible. Go one up. Okay.
My ultimate goals for my personal career, and I have the spiritual retreat that I'm putting out there.
Did you see it? There it goes.
That is a big
now watch
time
Laura's
goal for
face.
me. And I just want to mention we got about. I'm sorry.
I just saw something go by up high
I looked shocked, but I knew
behind
it was there.
Stephen.
I was surprised she
Big
saw it.
black shadow. Just so you
I
know.
was
I know
surprised
it's
she
there.
saw it.
It's
Oh.
mom.
And I honestly thought it was mom.
Okay.
It's mom.
I-
Mom's
At that
dad's
moment,
been
I
having
honestly
Okay.
issues.
thought it was mom.
It's
Okay.
dad's having issues, so mom.
I just
sees
saw a
it go up.
whoosh.
She
and it's
sees
like,
him come in when he's
okay.
having issues.
I was like, not another one for me.
But yeah, there you go. It looks like you just threw a challenge out to the YouTube gods. Maybe I did. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, it's one of those things that you would probably see in one of those top 10 videos because it happens and it's obvious. It is so obvious. And that's that. I've caught stuff taking pictures before, and I've had people take pictures of me and catch stuff. But it's always at a distance. It's away from me because they know not to get too close. But like I said, I honestly, that's an awful face. I'm like, there we go. I honestly thought it was my mom until afterwards. When mom visits, I can feel her concern. I'm going to say this kind of quietly because he's in the next room. When she passed, there were some things going on, so things were a little rocky between the two, and then it got worse after she passed when we found out some things. So there's a little. We didn't get to finish unfinished business. We didn't get to finish business, so she kind of had unfinished business. So I know she comes and checks on me. I mean, she's literally right down in the cemetery here. I mean, so anyways, but it always seems to be when he's at his work. But when I got done with the stream, and I noticed toward the end of the stream, I was feeling really good. I was upbeat. I had a lot of energy. I felt at the same time real chilled. When I got done with the stream, like I said, I get up, I go to the bathroom, checked on Dad. That was the first thing I did. Because you see a shadow like that in front of you. He's 90 years old. I just didn't want to make sure he was saying goodbye. I would have really bummed me out. But he was fine. And I walked the house like I always do, check the doors. And I was trying to get a feel for the house. House felt good. I'm pretty keen on that stuff. And I came in, kind of wandered around the room. Because like I said, I'm not the best sleeper because of the motion. So I, kind of hung out a little bit. Then I laid down in bed and put on some music and put my headsets on and was listening to music. And I felt great. I mean, I prayed, and, did my prayers for the night and just sat back and listened to some music. And I was cool with it. But when I got up the next morning, like I said, I got to moving around. And all that night, I could hear something over by my closet. So once I got up and kind of woke up, I went and opened the closet door. It smelled kind of funky. I went and smudged it. So yeah. Okay, what do we got people saying here? Yeah, it's definitely something there. Yeah, it truly is amazing. I agree with that. And because like I said, I'm pretty sure it was my lady in the light. And because I when it got all done and over with, I honestly felt like I do when I'm with her. I'm in peace. I'm happy. I'm very content. I feel well and comforted. And Ralph says, yeah, it's definitely something there. That is a black shadow in the sense that moves from your right shoulder over diagonally to your left. Yeah, and like I said, if you really pay attention, it does go. I mean, I literally watched it go in front of my face, and I was more shocked because I didn't think anybody else was seeing it. I didn't think, because I could see it in the screen coming down the wall, and I didn't think anybody else was seeing it. But when she did what she did, I was shocked that she saw it because Gemma wasn't showing signs. If anybody would have, I've been surprised if she wouldn't have been the first one to see it, but she was talking. So as long as it was a good feeling, I don't worry about it. You'd know me if I wouldn't. If I was worried about it, this would be a whole different conversation. Believe me, because I don't let that stuff in this house. And I make sure this house is protected. So, and it's pretty rare. I mean, for something, well, like I said, if it's the Lady in Light, I think she was bound. I think she was trying to show herself to somebody else. And I'm really hoping Gemma goes back and watches it. And apparently she met Laura to see it because Laura saw it right off rip. And so did most of the people after in chat. I mean, you saw it, Edna and Lotus saw it. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. That's probably one of the best video captures I've ever caught of anything other than some old black and whites that we used to use a black and white camera when we did go ghost hunting. And I always thought black and white pictures showed things better. And unfortunately, it wasn't my camera. We would take turns with it. And then we also had a Polaroid. And that I still have. It's here somewhere. I would love, I just can't find film for it. I'm sure I can probably order it now because they come back. But I do have an Insta camera. I just don't know if it works anymore. All the pictures that we had was given to one of the guys we used to go with. I gave them to him to keep because I was told not to keep the stuff in the house. That's why they told me, you know, if I write stuff down, to write it down and put it somewhere else. So for a while, I didn't even keep my notebooks in my room. Hello, Heather, Nikki. How are you, hon? I don't either. My home is in peace. Yes. That's the way you keep it. I went back to make sure, and it was there. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, I think a lot of people didn't realize it that were watching and weren't really paying attention to me. They paid attention to them. So I'm good with that. Because all I'm there, and sometimes I kind of wonder why I'm there on Thursday nights. But Gemma likes me there. I don't mind being there for her and Laura. You know, when I do the streams with Laura, that's why I don't show myself because it's her, you know, it's her time to shine. So I let her do her thing, and I just sit in the background, just make sure everything's running good and she doesn't have any problems. Me and Gemma's gotten close over the years, so she kind of uses me as comfort. I don't know why. But I don't know if she will if she goes back and watches this. But yeah, I was pretty impressed that it showed as well as it did. Because, like I said, I was literally watching it as it happened in real time. And I was trying not to be too obvious, but it's pretty obvious that I knew something was going on because I was content watching what was going on the screen.
My ultimate
Absolutely.
goals for my personal
She was,
career.
you know,
And I have the spiritual retreat that I'm putting
there
out
it
there for
goes.
everyone else. But that is
See, at first,
that is
when I saw that part, when I first watched it, that's all I saw was that black going away from my face. And I honestly thought, wow, that was a pretty weird cigarette smoke. But then, like I said, I was shocked that it showed itself so well on the screen. I mean, it just cracked me up because I could see it on the screen, but I wasn't sure if anybody else was seeing it. And I have to say, Laura was definitely my confirmation on that because I was, you know, going like, what the heck is going on? Oh, I've been feeling it since, you know, if you watch me during the stream, I'm looking behind me. Like I said, there's guys, you know, they come and go in the hallway and stuff. So, yeah,
one of these days, guys.
I honestly thought it was them behind me. But there were times the noises I was hearing sounded like during the stream, like they were coming from inside my room. Because I honestly thought that my son may come in and quietly shut the door behind me. Ooh, see, it doesn't want me to show anybody. It's because I'm streaming, running this and my thing at the same time. I don't know why it does that. See, it's all out of focus. But it's pretty obvious right here. I mean, we'll stop it. I'm putting it in slow mo again. I like watching it in slow motion because you can really see the path it travels. Okay. Yeah, I definitely could. And like I said, I was watching it in real time. I was just shocked that she was my acknowledgement. Oh, you're fine, Ralph. I know. You're good, bud. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think it did too for a reason. I think actually she was trying to show herself to somebody. Because I talk about the Lady in the Light a lot. And you can tell right there's where she sees it. It's right, and then in slow motion you could really, really see the astonishment on her face. I think actually Gemma saw it there, but she just didn't realize what she was seeing. But yeah, it was definitely confirmation for me that she saw it too. Because as soon as she said something, you guys said something, and I was like, oh, good. I wasn't seeing this by myself in real time and on the screen at the same time. Because like I said, I've watched people stream and seen this kind of stuff happen on other people's streams. And nobody else comments on it. So it is pretty amazing. See, she shows when I first saw it, it seemed darker to me. No, once you slow it down, you can. It does because it happens so fast. If you watch it in real time, it does look a lot darker, but it's not. It's more like it's got some dark areas in it, but it's more of a whiskey, kind of a whiskey kind of thing. Let me go back. That's too far. I do it about the time I like to smoke. But yeah, if you watch it, it's when you watch it in slow motion, you realize that it's dark and it's dark in some spot. Like right there, you could tell it's right here. It's dark enough that you can see that faint outline around there. And then when it comes in my thing, see how it darkens up here? Then once it passes my head, whoops. Go back just a bit. See if I can get it back to where. Oops, wrong way. And my fingers are so shaky. I think that's it, right? That's when she sees it. Hold on. I keep going back too far. Let's start over. Dang it, my shaky hands. When I stop it, it wants to stop it. Okay, hold on. There we go. Light the smoke. And then, right. Oops. I went large screen. Okay, that's even better. Right there is where you can really see it. If I can get it to go back. Light my smoke. See if I can catch it where it's really good and dark. Now that I got it blown up, you can see it a little better. It's still fuzzy. It's got to be my connection. Okay. There it comes right there. You see it come down the wall. It comes down the wall. Yes, you can see more of an outline. And then right there, I can't seem to stop it. My fingers just not. I was trying to get it right when it passes my head. See, I'll stop it right when it passes my head. All right, then. Yeah, we're just playing. I'm just wasting time because it's a neat little catch. Okay, here it comes. Did they already go by? Yep, it already went by. Because she's already starting to tilt her head. Damn, I keep going back too far. It blew my mind too. There, up there. I'm done, Chuck. I've played it back enough. Good night and sweet dreams. You too, Ralph. Have a good one, bud. But yeah, I was pretty shocked. So, and that's the ones talking. Anybody else? Anybody else got an idea? Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what it was the Lady in Light. I swear, though, when it happened, when I started hearing the noises, it kind of reminded me when Mom comes, because she comes to me. She comes through my room, so I must be like a gate or something. And sure, and she doesn't linger too long in here. And then I know not much of that. She's wherever Dad's at. Because I'll hear him. He talks to himself in his sleep now, and sometimes it's and exchanged of some harsh words because one night he was definitely arguing with somebody, and I knew she had been in the house. So, but this didn't feel like her after it was all said and done and the stream was over. It just didn't feel like her was, because she usually lingers around Dad for a while until I don't think she intentionally scares him. He acts like he didn't see nothing, but I know damn well. But yeah, that was an interesting night. I guess that took up a good half hour of tonight. So yeah, there you go, folks. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to make this a little bigger. There we go. I just don't like the brightness because it makes me so damn bright. I'm so bright. I'm going to see if I can get in the chat here. And the other thing, nope, it's still going to play the game. You can tell I'm sweaty. There we go. So, what's people think? I am going to put this on because that's just too bright. That white screen is too much. Okay, let's turn this on. I'm going to do this. I'll pull this over here. Give me 1 second here, folks. I'm going to shrink this ring enough that I can set it off here on the side. Oh, that's good, actually. Why are you moving? There we go. Bring this down a little bit. And there we go. Now I can see everything. There we go. There we go. So, what did everybody think? I got Aunt Edna. I wish Lotus would have stopped in there. I bet she would have loved to see that again. I wonder how many times she watched it. Let me get a drink here. I got 11 people watching. Any of you 11 people have something to say about that? Because that's pretty interesting. Like I said, I honestly thought, yeah, see, now I'm lagging again here. I guess I can't do YouTube. That's fine. But I guess I'm really surprised that it happened. You could try to recreate it with some background lighting, etc. And to say, yeah, I did earlier today. Last time I talked to Gemma before she just texted me goodnight, it was about 5 or 6 o'clock before I made dinner. Hi, Ghosty. You just missed the video. I hope you saw it. I was showing my little visitor I had last night during stream. And I tried to recreate it as much as possible. I just can't do it. But like I said, this is the kind of stuff. But see, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure it was the lady in light or one of the people that have been showing up with her. Because I felt tremendous afterward. I was in a good spirits. Felt energized, but at the same time, very relaxed. And that whole night, like I said, the only thing that bothered me was my closet space. Kind of had this odor to it when I got up in the morning. Because that's where I was hearing all the noises. I mean, it wasn't stinky. It wasn't like sulfur. It just smelled weird. Actually, you want me to be honest with you? It smelled like an old person with Ben Gay was standing in my closet. That's exactly what it smelled like. That's exactly what it smelled like. I didn't know how to describe it until just now, but that's what it smelled like. Like somebody been wearing Ben Gay all day, that smell. Believe me, but that's kind of what it smelled like. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch. Or give me a minute. If somebody asks me, if I get another person, if somebody wants to see it too, I'll play it again. I just have to reset it all back up again. No big deal because I did click out of it, but it's not a big deal to put it back up. This came from behind you, then flew in front of your face and up. Yes, but it did come behind me. But I have a wall right here. And if you watch it, looks like it comes down the wall. You might be right because it's a forced perspective kind of thing. Because when it was happening, if you can tell, I'm staring at the screen pretty intently because I can hear things, and everything for a minute there, right before it happened, it sounded like something was outside my window because there's a window, that's a curtain right there. And here, I'm actually going to turn this. Hold on 1 second. As much as I love the cave stuff, let's just go ahead and call it a night on that, since we're talking about my room. Okay, click off there, you ding dong. There we go. Here, let me do this. Virtual background. I'll go with it. Okay. That was blue light on. Okay. This right here is the curtain. There's a window right there. There's a card. If you watch, it comes down. I don't think it comes from behind. I think it comes down. If you watch it, if you really pay attention, it comes down and goes up and then up and across. And it goes in front of me this way and then up, out. And I think what it does, it swings back down because I really felt like it was like right here for a little bit. And I didn't feel like it was bothering me. It was like, it almost seemed like it was just interested in what was going on the screen, because that's the feeling I got. Because that's why I was. And then when she made her face, is when I realized that I wasn't the only one seeing it. And then you guys started saying, oh, what was that? Musky and peppermint. I do a lot of peppermint, so there's probably there's peppermint in this room, believe me. I don't know about musky. Great catch. 4 of us saw it. Yeah, that's what amazed me was everybody was like, when Laura actually started tilting her head, as soon as I seen her tilting her head, I knew what she was going to say. But I was so amazed that it happened. And then I started realizing that people saw that. Why do you think it showed itself? Actually, I'd rather not say at the moment, to be honest. Because the way I felt afterward was just amazing. But yeah, I think there was a reason why she showed herself. Or I don't know if it was she's more of a visual thing. When I see her standing in front. The lady in light, I see standing in front of a door. And it's so bright, and I can see her outline. I can make out the gown. I can almost make out wings. That's why I think it's an angel. But I'm only seeing what it wants me to perceive. Even it said, you're seeing me the way I want you to see me. As for why it showed itself that night, I have a few ideas, and I'm sure I'll be told within time why it did what it did. But I'm pretty sure there's a couple reasons. I really do. But I don't want to go into them because they're a little personal at the moment. I'm sure someday it will come out. But a lot of people probably could guess. But yeah, there's a lot. My dad's going through a lot. There's somebody else we all know and love that's been going through a lot. So, I've been worried about some people. Maybe she was just letting me know that she's here watching, that she's not gone far. Now, I'm not talking about my mother. I'm talking about the lady in the light. Yeah, I've been a busy little guy all day. Even after I took a shower, it just didn't feel like it helped. But that's honestly what I think has happened. It wanted somebody to see it. And I'm glad it did what it did, because it kind of confirmation that I kind of needed, that I wasn't going a little nuts. Because, how can I put this? Since I've been actually doing this with Gemma, a lot of weird things have happened when it comes to me hearing and being a little more aware. Because the lady in light actually didn't show up until after I met Gemma. And she specifically told me that I had 2 purposes at the moment that I needed to focus on. And that's what I've been doing. Maybe she was letting me know that she's still watching. I mean, I see she leaves me signs a lot. She knows I get agitated and frustrated because I'm not I can't do a lot for certain people at the moment. And I think she's just letting me know it's okay. We're here. We're watching. Because there's so much I want to do for some people. At the moment, I'm kind of in a hangnail situation. So, anybody else? Yeah, it's pretty amazing that I caught it. I still freak out that it was that major of what it was. Maybe one of these top 10s will pick up on this video because that is pretty trippy. Like I said, when I get marks and stuff at night, like I do here, I get these like, they look like little burn marks. I get those from my dreams, and I know that for a fact. Because like I said, last couple of weeks, actually last couple of months, I've been having these really, when I do sleep, because I only sleep like an hour and a half at most, maybe 2. And on the nights that we stream, that I stream with Gemma or stream, afterwards, I might sleep maybe 3 or 4 hours. Those are the nights I have these very vivid dreams of war, of ancient wars. I'm fighting with swords, I'm using crossbows, I'm literally. Whoa. I'm talking about things I shouldn't be talking about, apparently. I'm buffering. Well, it's really weird here tonight. The weather's been, most of the day has been real cool. Then about when the sun hit the west side of the house, it got real muggy real fast. And it's been muggy the rest of the night. Like I said, I don't think our air conditioner is cooling down like it should be. We've got a guy that's supposed to come out, but they're so busy. He said, I'll call an hour before I get there. And I can't give you a date, but I will call you. But that's kind of why I think it showed itself. I think there's a number of reasons. Some of it's a little personal. Maybe she was letting you, I forgot I did it. Maybe she was letting you know, Ghost, that you still have a lot of work to be done. Oh, I already know that. I got a pop too that is kind of wanting me to, I'm working with 2 here. Pop is very important in my life. And it's nice because, I grew up with 3 other brothers. It's amazing. You have a family and you think you know each other, but you really don't. You don't know what goes on when they're outside the house. It's like my mom and dad, I still don't know a whole lot about my mom's past. Only bits and pieces of people told me and what dad has told me. Dad, I'm really, now that I've moved back in here, it's hard to believe I've been here 6 years. I moved in almost a year after Mom passed. She's passed now for 7. And, he just turned 90. But, I was told not much after I met Gemma that this entity told me that I had 2 people I needed to watch and take care of, and that my children and my grandchildren were okay. And they're being taken care of, but I needed to focus on these 2 people. And that's what I've been doing the best I can. And I take care of myself a lot better than people realize. I mean, I look like it, this is also from losing weight, because I am losing weight again, which is good because I'm trying. A lot of the weight I gained was from prednisone, and they keep putting me on this stuff because sometimes it's the only thing that helps with the pain. I won't take painkillers. The fact that it showed itself on camera just blows my mind. Yeah. It kind of blows my mind too. Believe it or not. Big time. Yeah, and it's nice, Jules, that I'm getting to know Pop like I have over the last 6 years. I knew about him, but now I know even more. And, he's got a lot going on. While we were spending the last days in the hotel is when he found out his only living relative, other than cousins and nieces and nephews that he barely talks to. But the only one left in his immediate family now has dementia, his little sister. And we went and visited her before we moved back to the house, before we left the hotel. It was a good visit, but it was a sad visit too, because when we left, we knew it was time to go because she was starting to kind of wander. And, dad's big brother, that's little sister. It's hard to take. But yeah, I was amazed on how it did what it did. And now I catch myself kind of scanning. Tonight I've been watching and paying attention. I feel good. I don't feel nothing. Actually, the house is nice and quiet. I know that you see things, Ghost, and that should be confirmation to everyone else that these things are happening. Yes, the veil is lifting, folks. Not only is it thinning, it's been thinning, and that's why you're starting to see a lot more, but it's also starting to lift. Now, I've said this, and I've said this 100,000 times. Prophecy is being fulfilled as we speak. And the prophecies that haven't been fulfilled yet are literally being set up to be fulfilled. So, I'm going to stick with that. And I've seen it. I've studied it enough to know. I'm real big on prophecies, and biblical prophecies are amazingly happening right now. It's going to get interesting, folks. But yeah, it was nice to have that happen too, because it was confirmation to me that, maybe it's time some of the people see what I see. Because that's kind of like what I see. What happened that night is kind of like what I see following other people. But like I said, the last few months, I'm now seeing these things touching people. And you can tell, few of these people that I see things touching them are unhappy. Most of the people I see that this stuff's hanging on, they're not happy people. And you can see it in their faces. You could feel it. And how do you tell people that? Because a lot of people just don't want to acknowledge it. A lot of people don't want to hear it. So it is kind of like what I see. But what I see is a lot darker than what you guys saw pass in front. And it was weird. And I can't stress enough how I felt after. I was ready to go, man. I was happy. I was content. I was very relaxed, very comfortable. And this is just like I feel when I'm around the lady in the light. And it's almost to the T. So that's why I think it was her or one of the entities that have been coming with her. Anybody else? I know there's people watching. We're up to 12 people. If anybody that's watching and not talking, if you want me to show it again, I can hook it back up. I just was playing it over and over again because I'm still in all of it. Because I have seen stuff while we've been streaming. But it's always been on Gemma's screen. And it's always been that nobody else says anything. So I know I'm the only one seeing. Now, I've said things and she knows it's there. Or she's said things and I've known I can see it too. But see, we're very kind of different in the way we perceive things or how we see things. It's funny, when we were together in Jersey driving around and going to her sister's, and we were up in the northern part of Jersey for the Halloween party and the Burke sighting. I was on the road. There's something there. There's something there. Because I also see things that are not with people. I'll drive by woods. It wouldn't surprise me when I drive by woods. I don't see Bigfoot. I see maybe a ghost or a spirit standing there or running across. I've seen spirit of animals crossing roads that apparently have been hit by a car or something. But I was pointing out so much because I see that. But then again, there were times I was seeing things I know she wasn't seeing, and there was things she was seeing that I wasn't seeing. My pops is my heart. Yeah, I've gotten quite fond of my old man. He can be a character. And since Mom passed, it's funny because there was some heartache there. And he's kind of loosened up a bit with us boys being in the house. He couldn't do that with my brother and his son living here before us. I hope he's okay wherever he's at. So, Kevin, if you're watching me, I hope you're okay. Anyways, I should have been a better brother's keeper too. But Giles, my son, they get along great. They give each other crap like me and Dad should be doing. We give each other crap, but those two just have too much fun sometimes. So it's nice. He's loosened up. He flirts with everybody. Everywhere we go, and there's women. Oh, how you doing? Are you having a good day? He cracks me up. And it doesn't help when they intimidate him. I mean, when they get him going. And there was a couple of ladies at a Bob Evans that he got to talking to. And they were just making the situation weird, flirting back with him, and it was like, I'll do this. Bless his heart. Anybody else? Anybody else? Somebody say something other than poor Aunt Ed. I really wish Lotus would have stopped in. I'm hoping she shows up here soon for her smoke. Or Arisha's probably passed out, though. She's a busy lady. I got to order my shirts. Joe, did you order those shirts, Aunt Edna? Did you order a dragon shirt and a cup? And my dad it's Bob Evans. It's Bob Evans. He's a Bob Evans guy. Yeah. Well, we had one down at Grayson, but they closed it, so now we have to go up the street here. And we have an Italian restaurant and bar up the street. Much good food. He likes to go up there and flirt with the waitresses. It's funny. It's cute. Because he means no harm and everybody knows it. Yep, I placed my order yesterday. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a Tennille shirt. A hillbilly trucking shirt, too. I think I should have one. They're sweet ladies. So I think I'm going to order a hillbilly trucking shirt, too. Towing truck. Hillbilly towing. And then I'm going to order me I'm going to get the haunted house shirt. For sure. Since I got a face shirt. Dad wore it once and goes, well, if she's not here to let me hug her for it, then I'm not going to wear it. And orange is too bright. I'm not that happy. Of course, he's being a smart bud. But yeah, please check it out. She's adding stuff, and even if I want to push Gemma's stuff. She makes money out of it, and it helps them both. It helps them all. How did I nurture my gifts? I didn't really. I just grew into them. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, I had some help along the way, helping understand some things. But I pretty much just grew into it, let it come along naturally. Because I'd been seeing it for so long. I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw stuff before I was 5. And sometimes I think that might have been what brought on my Tourette's. Because it's all started, when I was 2, developing. Yeah. It's never left. But yeah, I like to say that and nurturing probably a good word, but I just pretty much grew into them and accepted them. Because, you can't, even today, dad sees stuff and I'll tell him, hey, this is what I'm seeing with this person. I think that's why he doesn't go to the store with me like he used to. It's because I tell him that person's got something following. I know he'll see me standing and watching somebody, and he'll be like, what's going on? And I'm watching this person with this thing following. My next door neighbor, I don't want to go into details, but she has a little black shadow that follows her. I had, since whatever happened, I haven't been able to look her straight at her because every time I look at her, I see this little black shadow fall. And I know what the shadow is. And I'm sure she does too. But it's hard to look at her anymore because it just won't go away and it's so sad. Where should I look to find guidance on what's happening with me? Well, I'm going to say Gemma's good. The thing with Gemma right now is she's got a lot going on. The glow-in-dark dragon tumbler looks so cool. It glows. I got mine. And it glows like you wouldn't believe. It just, I was shocked on how bright it was when I had it lit going. But Jules, a lot of it is, I personally think, and it was with me, a lot of it was self-discovery and just accepting. You learn to nurture it and grow with it as you go. Gemma's really good about, kind of guiding people, but right now she's got so much going. She's trying to help so many too on top of that. But just have faith, Jules. If you're a religious person, have a little faith. That's another thing. I had a guiding hand in God. And that's why when Gemma and Laura or Gemma starts talking about certain subjects, I kind of get quiet on purpose because my opinion on those are a lot different than theirs. But I'm not gonna, until I feel it necessary to speak my mind, I just stay back and let them do their thing, because my opinion and my view on that is more from a religious text and feeling and faith. But they both shine so much, and I like to see them shine like they do. Especially Gemma, because when she shines, believe me, when that woman shines, it's very bright. I'm full of faith above all else. That's the key. And then keep that. Your nurturing will come in. You'll learn, maybe with a little help with Gemma, but you'll get it. And once you start to fully understand it, I didn't understand what I could do or not overnight. It took a lot of time. I wandered off the path many times. And sometimes I wandered so far off the path, I really died, and they had to bring me back. And during that experience, that was being told I was being put back on my path 5 times. So I don't wander too far off the path because I like getting lost once in a while. That's the fun of coming back, finding your way back. And it's a learning experience too. Andrew, hey. Are you safe? I figured you were either on the road, I talked to you earlier, but I am glad you're safe. Didn't look like it trashed your truck too bad, kind of did some cosmetic damage. I'm just glad you're okay, dude, because I've seen deer not only do damage to a car or a small truck, I've seen deer do some pretty good damage with a semi too. Actually, there's one guy I saw the aftermath of when he hit a deer. The deer hit his truck and literally flipped. I don't know how he hit it, what went on, but the deer actually went to his windshield. And that was in a big rig. I don't know what happened there. The deer was in the air, was jumping, sprinting, but it was messed up. But I'm so glad you're okay. I didn't want to think I was ignoring you. I'm just, like I was saying, I'm kind of overseeing my dad and somebody else. Plus, I got grandkids and kids and grandkids. So I try to keep in touch with them on a daily basis. I got my oldest granddaughter. Her birthday is the same thing, is on the same day as as Gemma's mother's. So I have 2 birthdays now to think about on the 18th. That'll be fun. So how you doing, Andrew? Nah, shock wore off hours ago. Good man. Man, I knew that guy that had it happen to me. He freaked out for days. He didn't even drive. He wouldn't drive. He just wouldn't drive for like a few days. I don't want to get back in the truck yet. I'll let you know. Dad was like, okay. No big deal. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. So, did you see the shadow? What happened last night, Andrew? Maybe I should pull it up anyways. Maybe Jill will give a chance. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna save the other videos for tomorrow night. Let me see. I gotta do a double here. 1 second. Do this. Go here. Go here. I'm still here, folks. I'm just looking at another stream. I'm at the other screen here. Go there. Go live to that. Go here. Okay, let's cue it up. Sounds off. I even stopped pretty much right there. Oh, almost right there. So we'll just stop it right there. Pause. Okay. Let's put this down. Bring this up. We got this. And I'm going to pull this up. This small. Okay, put this like this. Hold on. I want to go the other way around here. Go like this. There we go. Click this up. Okay. Here you go, Andrew. This is what happened last night. And I'm right on it. I'm going to light up a cigarette. It's going to light up I'm going to light up a cigarette in this. I'm going to go full screen here. And this watch, and I'll try to go, I don't know if I still have it in slow motion. No, I have it in real time. See if you can see it in real time, Andrew. After, as soon as, there goes the smoke. Now watch here in a little bit. Did you see that? It happened so fast. It does go fly. Whoa, what happened there? So did you see that, Jules? I'm playing it for you, huh? I'll put it in slow-mo here, and you can really see it. Okay, back. Yeah, I'm just amazed that it showed itself, and I'm so glad other people saw it. I am so glad. Okay, now I'm going to present here real quick because you guys can't see it. I just realized I didn't have it on the screen with me. I'm going to do this, that, share. Let me go. Yep, I'm already down there. Okay, here we go. We're going to play it right now. I got it in slow motion. Where am I at here? I'm right, should be right where I need to be. Go back. Okay, right there. Okay, I light up this cigarette and then watch what happens after I light up the cigarette. I got it in super slow motion, so you should be able to see it. Here we go. Okay, you're going to see a shadow. Some people say it comes from behind, but I think it comes, there you go. It goes down the wall and up past me. See that? Okay, we'll do it one more time. Oh, I thought I paused it. Dang it. And it's even funny because I'll even let it when Laura notices it, when she finally realizes she saw something. There you go. It's slow motion. Also, after it happens, whoa, no. After it happens, give it a couple minutes and then watch Laura's face. What? It's because I can't. My fingers suck. My shakes sometimes. My tremors are just a pain in the butt sometimes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll leave it in slow motion. In fact, I think I'm going to light up a cigarette now. There it goes. Did you see it? I don't think I can get it to go any slower. Nope, I got it as slow as I can go. And even when it's slow, it goes fast. That's nuts, yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Usually if you see me lighting up this late, I'm getting close to call it a night because I try to save my cigarette now for the end of the road. It's 1:30. Hold on, I'll play it again. Let me light up here. Maybe it'll happen again. I don't know. It's pretty dark in the room, so since I took down my banner. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, did I get it back? Yep, here we go. And then I'll let you watch Laura's face. And I'll leave it in slow motion when you see Laura's face. Oh, it already happened. I didn't stop. Okay, wait. There we go. I'm too far. Cigarette right there. I light up the cigarette. They're talking. They're just having a good old conversation. Yeah, you can really see. Okay, here we go. I slow it down. I'll try to pause it because we've been playing with this all night. You see my smoke go up. That's my cue. Oh, thank you, Jules, so much. That's very sweet of you, hon. Thank you. Okay, right there. You see how it's all dark right here? Like, and it says you can almost see when it comes out down around in here, you'll see an outline of it right there. If you look, well, you see even more before you did. But it literally, I was watching this in real time. That's why you see me looking the way I look on there. This is why you see the face you're seeing right there. This is because I am actually watching it on screen. And when it passes in front of me, I actually physically see it pass in front of me. But I'm wondering, in my head, I'm going, how many people are watching this? So it passes. You'll see it go up. Right there it is. See it? Right here. It's right in here now. And then it's gone. I think it comes back around myself and hangs out because I get that impression. Now watch Laura's face. It's even more noticeable when it's in slow motion. Now she starts to tilt her head. Did you see that? I mean, the total, she's like, what did it see? See, I'm watching, I'm still trying to figure out what's just happened. And then this is when I honestly thought it was my mom. And I'm kind of glad it wasn't my mom. Because she wouldn't have done that. She just stood around in the background. And she makes the comment. And that's when I assure her I thought it was my mom. Because like I said, mom shows up when dad's stressed or not feeling good. You see, I'm in awe because I'm realizing now that she saw it too. I'm like, oh gosh. And all this crap is going through my head. I think it wanted Gemma to see it. I honestly did. And she was talking and didn't see it. Thank you again, Jules, so much for the donation. It does help. I appreciate it. But there you go. There you go, Andrew. That was my night last night. It's not no deer, but I'll stop it right there. But yeah, there you go, folks. I'm just going to pop it down real quick here. But that's it. I'm going to leave it up in case somebody asks to see it again before I leave for the night. But yeah, it is nuts. Edna, Lotus saw it. Who else? Edna, who else saw it? I know you two saw it. Laura saw it. I didn't see who else saw it. I was focused on you two ladies because I think you both went back. You said you went back and looked at it, but I didn't. I know Lotus went back at that moment and watched it again. So you must have too. Amazing. I mean, I can't believe I actually caught that. It just still amazes me. I froze. I'm still on, ain't I? I'm on. Did that take place before or after Gemma freeze? No. When she froze Wednesday night. I think it was the Wednesday before. Or was it last Wednesday? I think it was one night. No, it wasn't this Wednesday. It was the weekend before. The Wednesday before, I think she froze. But no, everybody's frozen. I got to pause. But I don't think she didn't freeze that night. Now we were all having kind of funky internet too that night too. So, but like I said, I was hearing stuff since we started to stream, or right before we started to stream, I was hearing stuff. And I was in a fairly good mood. But after that happened, I was in a great, like I said, it was like I was with the lady in the light. Yeah, it really felt like I was with the lady in the light after that. And the more I think about it, the more I feel that that's probably who it was, or one of the people that had been showing up with her. I'd say people because I'm pretty sure the people that show up with her now every so often, they're relatives. I don't know how. I can't see them. They don't tell me who they are, but they know a lot about me. And I know they're good because always make them pronounce their love for Jesus. That's one way you can find out. If it won't do that, if something you're talking to won't do that or acknowledge God or Jesus, you don't want to be talking to that thing at all. They can't even fool you because they can't proclaim it. They refuse to. Man, I can't believe you, Jews. Thanks again. I can't thank you enough. When I asked about the owl, oh, that was during the readings, wasn't it? That was the Wednesday night she did the readings, I thought. Yeah, because that was wild. Because she still had more readings to do, and she wasn't sure if she was going to make it through it. No, forgive me. But yeah, that was pretty interesting too. And you know, she's still looking for the owl. Now she's at her mom's now, so I'm sure she'll check again. Hold on one second, folks. There we go. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Eric? Paranormal Highway. Hey, buddy. I just got back from the movies. I watched Joyride, and it was really funny. I'm going to tell you right now, Eric, you have kids, right? Watch the movie. What was the name of the movie? Freedom. Hold on one sec. A Nightmare, I forgot you were here, but you're always so quiet. 1 second here. I want to make sure I get the name of this movie right because I want to see it. Poopy Poop. Where'd it go? I want to make sure I get the name of this movie right. Price of Freedom, I think is what it's called. Hold on. They took away Indiana Jones views, that's for sure. 1 second. I want to make sure I get the name right because poop, did I miss it? Hold on. Whew. Oh, Eric, did you see the video I just showed? I'll have to show you, Eric. You'll get a kick out of this. Yes, you have 3 kids. Then you probably want to go see this movie. 1 second. I want to make sure I get the name right because it's the dude. I can never say his name right because of my speech problems. But 1 second. Let me make sure I get this right because I want to make sure I get this right. Okay. The Sound of Freedom. The movie is called The Sound of Freedom with, I think you say his name, John Fiesel. He's the one that played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. They're giving it really rave reviews. It's about trafficking. I got to watch what I say because it's about trafficking. Yeah, Jim Caviezel. Yeah. And I'm hearing awesome things about that movie. So you enjoyed the movie, huh? That's good. Hold on, I'll show you something here in a second. You'll get a kick out of this. 1 second, let me get back to it. Dun, 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 dun. Because we've been playing it all night. It just happened. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm getting all excited here because I got another paranormal person in here. No offense to anybody in here. But hold on. Okay, I'm even close to it. I'm going to put it on slow-mo too. Hold on 1 second. What catches up with me, and I'll share screen it because I got it ready to go. Are you ready for you been listening, Ralph? Well, you better go get some rest for those kids. Come on, why are you taking so long? Come on, quit freezing. Okay, come on. Load up, baby. I'm waiting for it to load before I pop it up here. You're like this, The Sound of Freedom. It's really good. I'm hoping to see it real soon. I had a buddy call me tonight and said he saw it and said, dude, it's a little depressing, but if you have kids or you know people that have kids, you'll want them to see this movie. Okay, come on, why is it taking forever to load? Hold on. Now I'm having problems. It's not gonna let me show it again. I've been playing with it all night. Come on. There we go. Okay, come on. Okay. Why are you taking forever to load? Why are you being like this? I want to show this, but it's just buffering and buffering. Let me try something here real quick. Let's try this again. Go up. Go Give me 1 second because I want to show this to Eric. Maybe patiently, will be patient with me for a second. I should have never took it down. Okay, here we go. Pause it. Make small. Do this. I'll do it this way. It's a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to put it back up here. Screen share, yes. This. Okay, here we go. Okay, here, Eric, here's the deal. We were streaming last night, and toward the end of the show, I had an incident. I didn't think I was paying attention. I was watching it firsthand. So, in other words, I was watching it in real time that was happening. I didn't realize, well, I could see it on my screen when it started, but I didn't realize other people were seeing it too. So here we go. You're going to watch me. I'm going to put it in slow motion. Well, let me play in real time first and see if you catch it. It's going to happen right after I light up a smoke, okay? I'm going to leave the sound off. Oh, I left it. Wait. Here we go. I light up the smoke here. You'll see my smoke go away. Now watch this corner over here. Did you see it? Now I'm going to do it in slow motion. If you saw it, that's awesome because it happens real fast. But you can see Laura's head is tilted. She was my first confirmation that I wasn't seeing this not only in real time, but people were seeing it on the screen too. Okay. Yes. Hold on. There. Okay. Kick that off. Let's see if we get back to the right place here. Okay. Moat in the smoke. I got it in super slow motion. Now watch. It happens a little bit after I light up. I'm going to light up now. In a sec. Okay. Smoke leaves. We thought at first when I saw it, I thought it was my mom at first, but it wasn't. Okay, see it right here? My mom passed 7 years ago. You see it come down the wall, come across. See it right there? It's in front of my face right now. And then it goes up and over. And I think it comes back and hangs out here for a while. But it's hard to tell now that I watch it more and more because I'm flipping back in between the YouTube screen and the white StreamYard screen. But you can see it's funny because I'm going to do it one more time and I want you to watch Laura's face. Because I was watching, hold on. Okay. I had been hearing noises behind me all night long. And I was kind of looking over my shoulders and stuff. Yeah, I knew it was there before it happened. I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't think everybody was going to get to see it. I really didn't. And like I said, hold on. Okay, I'm lighting up the smoke. I knew something was going on. I keep lighting the smoke. Been babying this thing all night. Okay. I got super slow. Gemma's doing her thing, doing her talking. And see, what I thought it was when I went back and watched it, because some things went on afterwards. You watch the smoke go up, and I said I had a feeling, and I could see things going on around me, which you don't see right now. But I could see things on the screen. I kind of fixate on the screen. Then when it passes, I'm like, I'm kind of like, what? Because I see it. I actually see it with my own eyes pass between me and the camera. And then it shoots off to the side. And I'm like, okay, wait, I'm going to go back and I'm checking things out. Like, what was that? I'm in shock. And then I start looking at the screen to see if I can see it still moving around behind me. And then that's when I realized Laura saw it too. And then Edna saw it and Lotus Girl saw it. Yeah, isn't that pretty wild? So that was my night last night. Andrew hit a poor deer, or the deer hit Andrew, committed suicide on his truck. So it's been a fun 24 hours. But to watch her face was my confirmation that I wasn't the only one seeing it, not in real time, but I was watching it on my screen. And before, like I said, before that happened, I can see on my screen because you see, I'm hearing stuff. And then it happened. But there you go. There's something to talk about. But yeah, that happened last night, Eric. Right toward the about 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, because we only streamed for 58 minutes. So it was toward the end of the stream. Good commentary. Yeah. About as good as I could put it, isn't it? The deer hit your truck. You didn't hit it, but yeah, there you go. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I think the first one when I first saw it, I tell Laura that I think it's my mother because she passed 7 years ago. And sometimes when my dad's having a hard day or having a few issues, she shows up and checks on him. Well, I honestly thought it was her. Thing is, I didn't feel like it was her afterwards. I was not knocking my mom. I miss her. But I see what I call the lady in the light. Someday I'll have to explain it to you, Eric. And I thought it was her because I got this. I think it's her or somebody that's with her that when she comes to me, because I felt right afterwards, after the stream was done and over with, I was so happy. I was in a great mood, put me in a great mood. I had the most chilled vibe, but yeah, energy. I was just in a fantastic mood after it. And I got up after the stream, checked the house, walked around. Hey, Forrest McDonald. Went around checking the house like I do because I don't sleep. Came back to the room and I was in such a good mood. I laid down instead of watching YouTube or doing research. I just kind of laid on the bed and enjoyed some music. I kept hearing noises around my closet. Got up the next morning, walked around my house again, and went right to my closet and opened the closet door and noticed it had a smell to it. I told him, now that I think about it, it did. It smelled like Ben Gay. But I don't think it was my mom, but it's what it kind of smelled like. It just had this really weird odor to it in my closet, inside my closet. So I smudged it and stuff and told it to leave. But the more I think about it, I don't think it was, I really think it was the lady in the light. And there might have been somebody with her, maybe. And she showed, one of the two showed herself that night. But yeah, it was a pretty good catch. She definitely showed herself, or whoever was with her or her definitely showed themselves for a reason that night. It's so cool to have an experience. Yeah, it is. And that's not the first time I've had things like that. It's just the first time I've had something happen like this in stream or when other people are around, because usually the people I'm around when this stuff happens won't acknowledge it. They don't want nothing to do with it, which I'm okay with. Yeah, I'm going to take this off the screen. Hey, Forrest, how you doing? Been a while. Yes. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that, but yeah. But yeah, it was pretty wild. It was definitely an interesting night. I'm still in a great mood. That's the thing. I've been in a great mood all day. I've been go and trying to get stuff done. So whatever was there last night, well, I'm pretty sure I know what was there. Put me in a better spirits than I've been in the last couple of days. I feel outstanding and strong. Ready to kick ass, as one might say. So what you been up to, Eric? I haven't been able to check any streams out lately because I've been go. I have to take dog out hour. I did that earlier before stream. So how are you, Forrest? How many we got? We got 13 watching. Somebody better pop in here because, well, a lot of people like 13 number. I'm not a 13 guy. Excuse me, here my nose itched. But yeah, it's been an interesting. I'm gonna click this off. I'll leave it up. Let's make me do. Yeah, we'll just take it off for now. I'll leave it set up in case somebody asks to see it. Because I'm gonna stream for a couple more minutes here, and then I'm gonna call it night because we've talked about this all night. I don't want to rub it in the ground, but it was definitely an interesting one. Hey, Robert Haywood Jr., how you doing? I love the number 13. It's not that I have a problem with the number. I like even numbers, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that superstitious, so I'm just not an odd kind of guy, I guess. I don't know. I got a couple extra people in here tonight. Good. It's nice to see new people. You have to forget the reason. Been babying that cigarette for a while. Probably heard a little bit. So, gotta get some sleep anyways. That was work first thing. I'll catch you. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I really do. Just so you know, on Friday nights and Saturday nights, I do stream at midnight. Maybe sometime in the future, Gemma will join me. Because we stream on every other Mondays and Wednesday nights, and then every other Thursdays with Laura, and then on odd Thursdays, Laura gets the whole hour to herself if she's up to it. And then I do Friday. Now I'll be on tomorrow night too at midnight, watching some videos. I have a buddy that lets me I shouldn't say a gentleman that has some really good videos that I watch. Oh, you're one. Yeah, I know who you are, Robert. Yep, I know who you are. One of Gemma's cousins. Yes, I know. Actually, I'm getting to know her family now really well. Who's who? I knew you were a relation. I just didn't know if you were a cousin or whatever. But I knew you were family. Yes, she's there now, Mom's. So she got there tonight. So she's at her mommy's now. In good old. So, but yeah, I figure I'll stream a little bit longer here. I've been trying to last at least 2 hours. I'm gonna knock this off here. I'm gonna shut that down. But yeah, I don't want to. Like I said, we've watched it so many times. I don't want to watch it too much. I'm hoping Gemma gets a chance to see it because I don't think she went back and watched it. I'm trying to make my screen here a little bigger. I'm going to get kind of bright. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Come back. There we go. There we go. So how you gentlemen doing tonight? Everybody doing good? Robert, you doing pretty good? Well, first, get some sleep. Like I said, we just hang out on Friday nights. Tomorrow night, I'm going to play a couple of videos. They're not very long. I ask people's opinion. Not that anybody really gives it, but I hope they start, because that's what I'd like to start doing on Saturdays, just talking a little more topic videos. I may even get into looking at ghost videos. I like going through because it's a shame some people can't tell the real from the fake anymore. Oh, I'm okay, I guess. It's okay. At least you know you're okay. That's all that matters. I'm good. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a good state of mind. It's Friday night, another sleepless night. So I try to make those nights that come and hang out with you guys. That'd be fun. And it helps Gemma too. Keep videos coming out. But I'm good. I'm even happier now because I was a little worried because I hadn't heard from Gemma. She usually texts me goodnight, and she finally texted me after we streamed. I guess they just got to Mom's late. So she's there with Mommy. And I'm here in Ohio being bored. I'm not being bored now. I was just playing stupid. I don't know how many times we've watched it already. And I know earlier today, I must have watched it, tried to recreate it, make sure it wasn't something that it was legit. But the more I watch it and watch how Laura reacts, confirms everything. I watch a ton of ghost hunting stuff, and it's difficult to tell what's true and what's not. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I've been fooled a couple times years ago, a while back. It's a little harder to fool me now. Now I know certain things. Once you learn to watch for certain things, and what's screwing people now is AI and AI pictures, because there's people putting like AI pictures saying, "Oh, this is really," but if you look at the picture long enough, you'll realize it's AI. That's the big problem now is people putting AI out stuff out, videos and art or pictures, and people can't tell which is which. But you gotta really start learning. Once people really learn, just like when people are digitally enhanced stuff and mess with stuff, you have to look for things. Once you start learning to look for things, but I still get fooled every so often, so it's not perfect. But I've gotten pretty good to pretty much. You just all of a sudden, and two, after I'm like you, I watch a ton of that stuff. But when you see it in real life and experience stuff in real life, you also realize when you watch videos, you can pretty much tell what's real and what's fake the majority of the time. Majority, not all the time, but the majority of the time. Now, Robert, you're in Jersey too, right? Is it still muggy there? It's pretty funny. There's been times when you guys have been cool, we've been hot, and then there's times that we are cool when you guys are hot. And it's been weird. Now, like I said, it was nice all day. Actually, my air conditioner wasn't working because I really think. You're in Pennsylvania? Okay, you're not part of me. I'm in Ohio. I go right through there when I head to Jersey. I think our air conditioning is either the coolant's finally going on it. We have to keep it on because it helps him keep cool. But it's still cooling, but it's not like cold air like it should be. But it's been sticky here. But it was nice because it was real nice all day. And then once the sun hit the west side, man, that humidity jumped up and it got hot for a short time. I wouldn't want to live down in Texas and everywhere down in there. They're hitting 102. They've been hitting some serious. Last Saturday after at the end of the video, we were getting storms here. So I was doing weather. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was awful. Excuse me. But yeah, I think I'm about ready to call it a night. Everybody's getting quiet. I can only hold a conversation for so long. I have had some personal experiences where I could feel things just to see anything. And some people get those. Like I always say, you always trust your gut. If something says that there's something, your gut is telling you, and you got that overpowering feeling that you're not alone, there's a big chance you're probably not alone. But, unless you know how to can tell if it's good or bad, and a lot of times you really can't because they play games on you. You try not to acknowledge it because you never know what you're acknowledging. But yeah, what we got here? 2:08. Yeah, I think I'm going to get ready to call it a night. And please come back tomorrow night, Forrest, if you're still around. And Robert, please. I'll be on here at midnight tomorrow night talking about videos, probably more giant stuff. And I'm trying to, Chris Jarvis wants some tech stuff, so I'm weeding through stuff to talk about ancient tech and stuff like that. Tech that's been forgotten about or purposely been forgotten about or erased from our memories, as I like to say, because I like to talk about the forbidden history. I call it forbidden history or lost history. It's history that they've changed or now are purposely leaving out because they don't want us to know. Just like this all of a sudden surge in finding antique, relics, modern day relics in ancient soils, And then we were talking about the Nephilim and giants one night, that night too. We talked a little bit about everything, but that's the way it usually goes. I'm hoping everybody's heading to bed because they got quiet. So I'm going to tell you what, folks, I'm going to call it a night. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful evening. into your day and a good beginning of your day. And if you want, I will be here tomorrow night at midnight. And then see, this is the odd Monday. So Gemma will have a video at 11, but we won't stream. That will be the following Monday. Wednesday night at 7 or 7:15. We've been trying to get on early, so if we can get on early, she does for her one card oracle and turn it intuitive oracle readings on Wednesday night. She's been trying to get, we say 7:15. She's been trying to get on early. Try to get there early so I can get your name on that list. And then Thursday night, if Laura's up to it, unless Gemma decides that she'll be there, Laura will be on at 8 Thursday night. We kind of leave that up to her. And then me again Friday and Saturday. So please come and hang out with us. We love you all. We care about you all. Please have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And for those that show up tomorrow night, I'll see you on the flip side. And much love and respect to you all. Please have a wonderful and safe weekend. Good night, everybody. Good night.